What's up, y'all? It's your girl Age, and I am here with my first ever book review. I, in my free time, consume a lot of media from shows, books, movies, podcasts, anything news, but I am a reader through and through. So today, I would like to discuss a book that I have read and thoroughly enjoyed. It is called That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by author Kimberly Lemming. This is the first book in her series called The Mead Mishaps. I'll start with a quick synopsis of the book without giving away too much. The main character, I know me not giving away too much. The main character is Sin. She's a farmer and she ends up getting drunk at a gathering and ends up in a forest saving a demon who was basically in trouble. Well, that demon, Fallon, ends up getting a little attached to her. In the meantime, he drags her on an adventure that Sin wasn't too keen on partaking in, as she is no adventurer. Well, they, Sin and Fallon, end up traveling around their world to help save the demons from a curse the demons are under, and from a very bad and manipulative character who the humans thought was good. And while on this adventure, they pick up some friends and even maybe fall in love with each other? Question mark. Okay, so on to my assessment. So the book is explicit and we get sex scenes between these two characters and they are lovely. But she makes some weight, and when I tell you Fallon is pining, so I'll rate it E for explicit. Even though I don't have a rating system yet, I think I do want to rate the books. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I might just create a rating system right now while we're in the middle of this video. The cover art is lovely and it's beautifully done, in my opinion. In the story, you'll see why Sin's hair is pink. I love a very curvaceous, a very beautiful dark-skinned woman. I appreciate how the author, who is a black woman herself, writes the black women characters. Then Fallon is also very handsome from the way the book describes him and from the cover art as well. Throughout the reading of the book, I had to keep looking at the cover because I was so mesmerized by this fine-ass man on the cover, love in 2D. The way that they are looking at each other is just chef's kiss. And it is more realistic. It is more of a realistic-esque cover than the original one that she had, which I may also put in this video as well. But I like this cover, like the one I had up first, way better. This type of book is what I would consider a light read, like a light book. It's fluffy and it's comfy. Those cozy books that make you feel good. This is it. I really like this series. And at this point in time, I have read the second and third book that she put out, and I'll discuss those as well. It's a real pick-me-up, and it is funny. Like, Kimberly Lemming is funny. The heavier topics, they really don't exist here, and I could appreciate that. And to be honest, like, shit, sometimes I be on and off of my channel sometimes, but like shit behind the scenes just be happening. And this book right here is something that really did like lift the spirits, okay? But just because it's not heavy doesn't mean it doesn't pull on your different emotions. It is also a fantasy adventure book full of different creatures like werewolves and dragons, of course, snakes, or I forgot what the half snake, half human is called, but there's a bunch of them in there. And yes, there is a magic, because it wouldn't be a fantasy book without it. So I absolutely loved my emotions while reading the book, and I would definitely read this again. I would read all three of them again. And you never forget how a book makes you feel. This one made me feel really good, so I'm keeping it. Some books I'll read, like I want to create this huge library, and I have like a bunch just all over the place. But I want to create these huge libraries of books that I like. Even books that I don't like, yeah, sometimes I'll give them away. But for the most part, I think I keep those too, but just not as much on display. Anyway, that's just a little tangent. Lastly, because I wanted to make this a quick and short video, my favorite takeaways. I love the main character. her charisma, her hilarity, it really shines bright through here. Like, she feels like somebody you could be best friends with. Okay, I love the family unit of the main character. Her name is Sin, as I mentioned before. I love her brothers, her mother. Her sister disappeared, but you know, they still have that solid family unit. Also, I like how their parents give them like a piece of the land. Well, you'll see when you read the story. And the setting makes it seem like it's in the bayous. I say it kind of reminds me of Louisiana, where she comes from as well. So you gotta love a good Louisiana. I love Fallon's love for Sin, and the way that he would do anything for her, like anything. Even though he can be a bit domineering, he is still very devoted and very respectful. But I love the writing style of the author. A great and quick fluffy book that can really put you in a good mood. So I hope you guys go pick up this title, go support Miss Kimberly Lemming, and just read the series. Like, it's nice. You never forget how something makes you feel, and this made me feel good.